one features Elandon Robbins.
Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. As it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set.
Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 29. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if there's anything special in store for him today.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, B.J. Robinson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra. So the final seconds are ticked away in this Minnesota victory. But if you step back and look at this, CD, a pretty impressive victory. Not the best defense in the NFL they were going against, but it is a top 10 defense in this league, and they're pretty sound, but yet they found a way to get it done and get the victory.
Yeah, I got to give them credit because I think their game plan was really, really strong for this one. They knew where they wanted to attack. They knew how they wanted to execute, and they did it with confidence and a little bit of verve as well.
So for the Vikings, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
12-24. And we'll see Bijan Robinson. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Vikings and the Giants, and it's coming up next.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a glance here at their quarterback standings. Checking on the numbers last week for Robinson. 21 carries, 100 yards on the nose, and a score.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. They expect 40 or 50 carries in this game.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Short to Gesicki. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple.
Pick off the ball, man. Pick it off. Not another yard.
Straight ahead. He'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Stroud now to throw. And he's brought down. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Stroud looking to throw. This one complete to Carl Samuel. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Stroud to throw it. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Go, defense, let's go. Watch the middle. Watch the middle.
Stroud off the play fake. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Let's see if they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
McCann's kick up and good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
A And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign. Took his game to a new level and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's a type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally a tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett, he's got some boxing to him.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And it's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of cutting passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some more after the catch.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Pacheco gets in, tries the left side.
About 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here's Pacheco on the read option.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for. Let's go ahead and use it.
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown.
Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, isn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive, didn't end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a P.A.T, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Maybe you met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I don't know a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick. Other than the extra point, that's it.
Stroud sets up the play action.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Young coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they get to him again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. Back deep to return is Marvin Mims. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
You can score on these
Pickett,
guys.
he'll look to throw it. And drops down incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Right offense, keep pushing the ball downfield. Keep it going.
And it's straight, it's Pacheco. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Keep the sticks moving. Keep them moving. Let's go. Keep up the offense. Keep it up.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Can't stop us, though. Can't stop. Get out there, fellas.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Right now.
As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. That is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give them an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And out now come the Vikings. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try to pull something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Boys. Let's stop him here.
Catch the ball, defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Now 2nd and 5.
I believe in you. Together.
Another play action here with Stroud. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get off the field, first down. Don't let him get there.
On the give, here's Robinson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady game.
Put the pressure on,
Play action. Stroud ball. Rush call. He's taken down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
Stroud here on 4th and 1. Pass complete there in the cooler. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 4th down, Otis, the punt team sending this one away. And New York set to take the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an out-of-boy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Short throw to Musgrave. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Pickett back to throw. Working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Keep the ball moving.
Guys, man.
Play it safe, boys.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
What we're made of, offense.
Some yards,
Keep those sticks moving.
Back to throw. Pickett. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it third and 13.
Make some good plays today. Take it all the way.
Pickett.
Backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on fourth down.
A punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Make them feel it, baby.
Stroud.
Lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Second and 14.
Play some defense out there, fellas.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. He'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Here's Presley Harvin now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17.
Let's
It goes a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
Let's get out of here with the win, huh?
Pickett to throw on first down.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Take it to him, I'll get tackled.
Off-play action, Pickett.
And that is incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get caught for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
Second and 10. It's Pickett again. He's got Terry McLaurin.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line.
Okay, let's control the trenches.
Pushing the rock down the field.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
What is this?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
That defense can't stop you.
Here's Pickett. No, short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, man. Ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Get that ball. Complete it.
A throw there, but that's going to end up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, that's exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Keep it rolling, oh, keep it rolling.
Gay's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? All of the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The offense is always trying to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Play some defense.
Make it crack.
Now Stroud. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. They'll come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. That's Gesicki down the field.
Pick it up. You're
And they're
embarrassing.
going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Option play, here's Robinson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Don't let him get there.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Pressure on the defense.
Trans kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll start over in Texas at A.T.S Stadium in Arlington.
And it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. The Saints trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the Jaguars as that one's gone to halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for Brock Purdy. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Raiders. Former #1 overall pick Joe Burrow with a touchdown pass. We got a strong first half out of the running back Isaiah Pacheco. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now 2nd and 9.
Get some momentum here, here we go.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need their offense to wake up and win a hurry.
Well, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Tighten up defense.
Stroud looking to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Stroud. And that almost intercepted. The first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get him to 4th down.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Quick throw there is incomplete. Right now the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. Some integration force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away.
Teamwork.
This is taken around the 12. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up second down.
A give to Robinson on the option.
And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with upwards of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And the Giants gets home as down he goes.
Levante David picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And it has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40.
We'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
To his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he was able to dodge before being stopped.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Well, he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
I want to see your TV celebration.
This defense is asleep. Play here up back.
On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down, here's Pickett.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Keep it rolling, boys. That's it. Keep it rolling. Let's get out of here with a win. That's it.
Handoff now for Pacheco.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now Pickett.
Let's get this.
This is caught. Touchdown, Giants. Terry McLaurin. His third touchdown of the year.
And the Giants will have a lead here in the final minute of the third.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Hold him.
And he returns this to the 22. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Go, defense.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
And Stroud now to throw. Pass complete down to McCoy.
What are you doing? Making us look bad.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Get him.
On the boot line, Stroud. With the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Making us
This
look
possession
bad.
means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Lock them up, baby. Keep it together, defense. Keep it together.
Together, defense. Keep the pressure on them, defense.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Get off the field, D.
Stroud.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him. He cannot hang on. It's 3rd down.
Get off the field,
They'll be in
D.
search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
No score zone.
Stroud on 3rd down now.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
The Vikings send out their punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like a steamroller, baby.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. They'll drop this off to Pacheco. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he will have a Giants 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Put some points on the scoreboard.
Here's Pickett.
Finding Gurley over the middle. 7 yards there on 1st down.
offense.
They're running it again with Pacheco. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Don't let us down.
Pickett back to throw.
There's a nice move. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. Call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
This is your game to win, offense.
Let's get some yards, boys.
Keep it together, oh! Keep it together.
Can't stop us.
Back to throw. Pickett.
Keep going.
That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Our time to shine, fellas. Just shine.
They can't stop us.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Just get it in the pocket.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run. They'll take this to about the 10-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any.
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Antonio Gibson, 10-yard touchdown. And the Giants look like they're about to put it into their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And right now these guys are shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's get some momentum here, D.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
Get off the field. Stop.
3rd and 1, Stroud.
Get the ball.
He's caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agree. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Got more power than 1,000 horses. Let's go. Tough, D.
Here goes Stroud again. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
All right, let's control the trenches.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And he comes back with one complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You got the big lead defensively. willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Stroud working out of the gun. And he will find his man Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now they got to get to the line quickly. The throwing again is Stroud. Left side by Robinson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Stroud looking to throw. Throwing the outline incomplete. It's Marshall. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Stroud to throw. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. Now Stroud as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Stroud out of the gun here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Giants are going to have it as they'll start at their own center. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
What is this?
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Keep it going!
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. Three quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
The ball moving down the field. Oh,
Baby, got six chains moving on.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Robinson with another carry.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
they can't stop us, Al.
Can't stop us. Take it all the way to the
Throwing
end
now
zone.
Stroud.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Vikings send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 40-yard punt, giving 3 on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been a shot, but it did.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Fields.
And it is incomplete. Boswell's kick is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when I left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good 3-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs,
scratching the
Complete.
Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Defense, get all the way.
Can't keep up with our attack offense.
Robinson on a give right side.
And able to break one tackle. Gain.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 3.
Exploit them here. On this drive.
Here's Stroud.
Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Pass complete there to McCoy.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 7 catches, 62 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
First carry now for Isaiah Spiller.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They've had their trouble stopping the run, Charles. Currently 29th in the NFL.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I'll wait before a second. They know where they're ranked, okay? They're not quite at the top. And they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
Shake them off!
McCann's kick off the good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of it.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you describe it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker traveling on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. Good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That's a last play that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they've already given up a huge play. A.A.T.S in containing a quarterback on the run.
Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting out in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind, we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try to pick up an early lead.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 3rd down and 6. Fields now to throw. Working in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
Hard defense! Let him know!
fake. Now Fields to throw. And this one too low.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, but it's going to be second down.
Elite defense for the Vikings.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They maybe run third against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Throwing again is Fields.
And his throw here is incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Defense, one stop. Guys, come on.
Tighten up defense.
Here's Fields.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now here's Stroud. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Now let's go get 6.
On first and 10 is Spiller.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. As they get it 2nd and 7. They'll get it out to midfield. Let's put it right in midfield at the 50. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, the Vikings at 5 and 7 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now the change things up. Stroud will throw it. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Excellent play there, CD on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the nickel, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point now by Boswell.
Block that kid! Let's get the block.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. A heck heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this way.
And sometimes, Patton, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tomorrow Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense. Coming off that big completion the first snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
On 2nd down, Spiller looking for space. There'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter,
yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now a short one to Gesicki.
They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
On 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here in the turnover on downs.
Is that even a play?
Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Fields. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. Make sure his team gained personal protection.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Let's go defense, let's go defense, let's go defense.
Now it's Fields.
Left side, it's back up. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's play some defense out there, boys.
Hold him on the line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
You got that one right.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
To throw is Fields.
He finds Douglas complete.
Now, sometimes a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it on usually after about 3 to 4 steps and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback away in this time.
And there he goes. As this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them to points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4.
Stroud. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Hill on the return.
Let's stop him at the 10.
42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything.
Get the momentum here, D.
Fields on 1st down.
D, get the ball.
Fields is turning it back out. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
To perfection. Let's do it again, defense.
You can do it! Hold him on the line! Stick him, defense! Make him feel it, baby! Man. Pick it
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Fields will swing this out wide. Here's A.A.T.S.
There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first-down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
They work now on 2nd and 9.
No score, D.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Side complete. That's Douglas.
And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Here's 1st and goal. Gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
We can win it any longer!
Oh, my God, you got to do it.
Smack down on the board!
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Oswald's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And in the second quarter, it is the Eagles who are out in front. Alvin Kamara, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati, Ohio to check in on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And you can see currently they trail in that ball game. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. Big Zeke, Ezekiel Elliott, 2 touchdown runs. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, thank you. Back for number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Look out for the pass, D! Pass!
On first down, back to A.A.T.S. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage was so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Play some defense out there, boys!
Back to throw. Fields.
Stop it!
And that drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, now keep it together, defense. Keep it together.
Here's Fields. That is man complete over the middle. That's Douglas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run for it with A.A.T.S. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Hill going to go in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead get up the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Back to throw. Fields steps away. And he's going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Come on, boys. Protect that end zone. That's your goal line. You stop them. Push him back.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Make a play.
T.J. Hawkinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 24.
Kick it again, dude!
And able to get this out to the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about what the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Like a steamroller, baby!
Stroud to throw it.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
And a little stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 22 yards there, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Big stop.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Fields.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Still down several
They've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Let's keep those sticks moving.
The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's go! Let's go! Hey,
back to throw. Here's Stroud.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
They cannot stop us!
Now Stroud.
Secure the ball!
This is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of. We're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
And some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, and ultimately try to get to the ball even faster.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Looks again for T.J. Hawkinson, and he's got him again. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Hard defense, hit him hard.
Right side complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Stop him, let's go.
They're going to run it here.
Back to throw again. Across the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a 1st down as well.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Here's Fields. Going back to the same well, it's Hawkinson again. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can do it. Hold him on the line. Bust through that line.
I give left side. Here's A.A.T.S.
Get another yard. Call. Cheaters.
Hey.
Got that one right.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Get tough.
A.A.T.S. on the counter.
Get it.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 59 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Defense. Watch the middle. Watch the middle.
To throw on 3rd down. Fields. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt.
Get him. Do it now.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, couldn't get loose. Your time is now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Keep it moving.
Looking to move the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Stroud's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Stroud will look to throw once more. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Stroud looking to throw. He's got a good spinner. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. Dropped it. And that's probably this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. And that brings up 4th.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Waste of time.
But this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We are in it to win it.
Again, it's A.A.T.S. Room there as he's up to about the 37. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Fields. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing, and partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
At the 22-yard line.
Stroud. And short into Gesicki. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Let's go, Vikings! So much better than you, Vikings. Come on!
Nice throw.
They'll look to throw again.
Get set.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when they arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now. And he fires one, but incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still right at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Pick it up.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up against their team.
See how they respond now. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 78 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Here's 1st and 10.
Paid for this?
A.A.T.S here, they stay on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Throwing on 3rd down. Fields under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And that is no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic play with the scoreboard partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On 2nd down, it's Stroud. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Stroud working out of the gun. They'll be taken in here by McClure. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 22. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Play action. Stroud now. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he takes it down to the 2-yard line. On 1st down, here's Stroud. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league. It's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. Interceptions. I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Jacksonville, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.